Can we get a Sklar Brothers top 5 comics?
Ooh,
Top
yes,
five.
yes.
Wow, that's
we'll,
so
we'll,
great. So,
we'll filibuster for you if you need it. If you have it off the top of your head, you
Is
guys
this of
go.
all time or
current
time.
or of all time?
current or of all time?
All time.
Okay.
You know what? I want both.
Wow,
Okay,
that's
so
a lot.
let's do all time first, and then we'll do current.
All right, let me write
So
this down.
all
Go ahead.
time, I mean, we grew up being huge Seinfeld fans before he even had the show. So in like the 80s, he was on like Rodney Dangerfield's Young Comedian special. He did an HBO special, and Jay and I are in St. Louis where we grew up, and we're like, this guy's the best.
Too bad no one's gonna know who Seinfeld is.
Yeah,
We're the only guys who know.
That's how dumb we were. We loved Gary Shandling. Loved him.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Gary Shandling. Got to
Yes.
meet him and got to hang with him. But, I mean, his stand-up was amazing. It's Gary Shandling show was amazing. Larry Sanders was amazing. The
Yes.
dude just kept making great stuff. We were huge Letterman fans. So we grew up at, like, being huge David Letterman fans when he had the late night show on NBC in the 80s. And then, of course, he went to CBS in the 90s. He just... As a stand-up, as a comedian, as a host of a show, he was unbelievable.
So that's 3. I would say Chappelle is up there. That's someone we kind of came up with a little bit, like in New York back in the day, and just watching him grow as a comic and continue to make great stuff forever, and just even his story of being at the White House that he told on SNL, like during the Obama administration, like, and just being at that party where he wasn't afraid to not tell a joke on national television for like a minute and a half. I was like, that takes guts, and that is amazing. I'd put him up there.
And then just someone who just makes us laugh is our friend. He did our first show with us, MTV show back in the day, and I just think he's one of the funniest comedians out there and ever is Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah.
That dude,
Oh, come on.
he cracks us up
kills us.
on the deepest level. He just crushes us. So
Those are the all-time grades. I would say currently out there today, I would of course put Chappelle because he's still doing it.
Crazy how he transcends both lists, right? Like
He really
all-time
does. He
and
really
current.
does.
It's like Tom Brady,
Yeah.
right? Like he's
Yeah,
the,
he's
he's
the
the
Tom
best
Brady.
quarterback right now, but he's also the best quarterback of all time. Like figure it out, guys. I don't
he's
know.
black Tom Brady. Who else?
You know
I
what?
mean,
Tom Brady is Dave Chappelle.
Might be black.
Yeah,
he might
that's
be
right.
black. I
tell
think
he's white Chappelle. That's right.
he's white Chappelle.
Yeah, there you go.
I-
Bam.
I would say, I mean, you can't leave Bill Burr out. He is.
I just watched his Red Rock special last night. I was watching it, and it's just I love him. His the way he kind of attacks truth and take his angle on. Again, we're huge sports fans, so college football season is coming up right now, and we are fascinated by and love on a defense the angle that a defender takes towards the ball when it's coming in towards a guy. There is nobody who takes a better, harder angle towards things than Bill Burr. He's like, I may lose 3/4 of the audience.
And he almost wants to. He wants you to be walking out the door just so his punchlines can bring you back into the room.
He was doing something in his latest special about him giving clothes to homeless people, and just the way he described of when he got to do it during the day, and when he goes up with such good intentions and all this stuff, and then he opens the door and the smell just gets him. He was doing little things that were just crushing me, and I'm like, it's hard to keep doing it special after special. Another current guy who we absolutely love, who's just so funny in his bones, without a doubt, David Spade. Spade is so goddamn funny because he just takes simple stories and simple things, and without even trying too hard, he makes it seem so easy, right?
Yes.
Who else, Jay?
I would say someone you guys might not know, but someone who we just love because he's fearless and is willing to improvise a ton is Rory Scovel. Rory Scovel is just, man, God, he's so good.
He's so good. And then I would put, we're huge fans of Tig Notaro. She's a great comedian, unbelievable, really, really funny. And I'm going to throw an honorable mention to a guy who you may not have heard of. His name's Fahim Anwar. Just unreal. He's
Young comic.
Young comic. His premises are so good. He's so smart. And just every single premise, I highly recommend go follow him on TikTok.
I'm literally Googling as I'm like, just make it just.
Fahim Anwar.
Google him.
He's
You'll
amazing.
love him. You'll love him.
Amazing. Good question.
One shining omission, I think. Were you guys big fans of Norm Macdonald?
Huge.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
That's
because
a
I
good
see
point.
I see a lot of Norm, and you guys kind of have concentric
Yes.
circles in a lot of the stuff that you guys do, and like his deadpan delivery.
Yeah.
the way that he talks,
Shit,
the way he
we might have to-
explains stuff. You have to, I don't know. Just throwing that
We
out.
might have to put him on the all-time list. We might have to put him on the all-time list.
because he obviously isn't doing it. But Norm's hosting of the ESPYs might be the greatest opening monologue to any award show ever.
It's the gold
Of
standard.
all time. Like better than any Ricky Gervais Golden Globe. Better
and
than
inspiring. Jay and I just hosted the Real TV Critics' Choice Real TV Awards this past summer, and we were like thinking of Norm like in the back of our brains as we're writing jokes for this thing.
we're like, maybe this is pushing it too far.
and then we're like, no, it's not. It's not. We're talking about the dog whisperer Caesar Milan, and this is now a joke we do in our stand-up about how marriage. Listen, marriage is hard, according to Ben Affleck. If it's that hard, why is he getting married again? But in that spirit, Caesar Milan, the dog whisperer,
This is when we knew marriage was hard.
he got divorced. We're like, what? That apparently he doesn't have the power to make everyone stay
That's right.
or come.
There you go.
Hey, yo.
Hey yo,
Hey, yo, we took it.